All right, let us start. Quickly, we will get into it. Close your eyes, everybody. Sit straight. Take a deep breath in and release. Once again, take a deep breath in and release. One more time, take a deep breath in and release. Now we will follow mantra. Om Pyo Shanti Antariksham Shanti Prithvi Shantirape Shantiroshadayah Shanti Vanaspatayah Shanti Vishve Deva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvam Shanti Sama Shanti Redhi Om Shanti 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 Om. Now rub your palms and place it on your eyes. And as and when you feel comfortable, you can open your eyes. Namaskar, everyone.
Namaskar, ma'am.
Namaskaram, ma'am.
Namaskar. You?
Then you said, now you can put your palm. So then it gets here.
Okay. Right. So, guys, yesterday we started with a new novel named Alchemist and by Paulo Coelho. We had read the beginning part of it. So, I want one of you from SVM to just let me know what did we study yesterday in this book. So, we will dedicate our first 15 minutes to the book and then we will move to the next part. SVM students?
Yes, ma'am.
Who's going to tell me what happened in Alchemist tomorrow? Yesterday, sorry. What happened in the novel Alchemist? Have you Rishabh wants to say something. Yes, Rishabh.
Ma'am, in that story, they show the friendship between sheep and the shepherd. They say, in the story, they were very similar to each other and habitable to each other.
Okay. There was one more thing which was very peculiar about, this shepherd. What is that? Peculiar means something very unique or odd about this shepherd.
And he can change any metal into gold.
Okay, that is alchemist who can turn any metal into gold. You're good, Abhinav. You know about it, but there is something else related to the shepherd. Something odd about him. Can anybody from ROS answer this question? Yes. Very fine, thin detail of what he, as a feature of his mind. What did he have? No one? Okay, so let me tell you. So he had a unique dream every time. Okay, same dream repeats when he sleeps, and before the dream finishes, he gets up. Okay, that was in The Alchemist. So we will start it now once again. And yes, he is also fond of reading books, and he generally make their pillow and sleep in a church. Then he met a merchant who used to rear the sheep. Now here is what we are going to start with. Rhythm, you can start reading from here.
Ma'am, is my voice audible?
Yes.
I need to sell some wool. The boy told the merchant. The shop was busy, and the man asked the shepherd to wait until the afternoon. So the boy sat on the steps of the shop and took a book from his bag. I didn't know shepherd knew how to read, said a girl's voice behind him. The girl was typical of the reason of ma'am, what is it?
Andalusia.
Andalusia with flowing black hair and eyes that visually recall the
Vaguely.
Moorish vaguely recall the Moorish
Mountain.
conquerors. Well, usually I learn more from my sheep than from books. He answered. He answered. During the 2 hours that they talked, she told him she
Okay, so first we will understand this much. So as we all can see that the shop of this merchant is busy, and this boy immediately cannot get his sheep reared. So he waited for some time, sat on the steps of the stairs, and look at this boy. He is so voracious reader. He's so eager to read books that he's keeping books in his bag. And look at we people, we have books with us, we do not make use of it. So we say that it needs to be understood that passion really moves you. Passion really motivates you to do something great. So it was his passion to read books, irrespective of what was his profession. वो जो कुछ भी कर रहा था, it doesn't matter. What matters was his passion of reading books should be with him. So in his bag, he kept a book and he took it out and started reading. When a voice from behind, a girl's voice from behind, hit his ears and said, I did not know the shepherds also know how to read, because generally it's a stereotype. If we observe shepherds, or if we observe poor people, if we observe sweepers, we will assume that they are illiterate. So that's what she also assumed, that he might be an illiterate. Then he answered very, cleverly. It's a witty answer. Well, usually I learn more from my sheep than from books. What he wants to say that I learn more from observation. When I observe my sheep, I learn better than what is written in the book. Okay, so it is just giving us a hint that swimming cannot be learned by reading books. Swimming can be learned only when you get into the pool, or you get into the water. Similarly, the world cannot be understood by only the book. World can be understood only if you observe things carefully. Okay, so whatever is around you, people, things, observe them carefully. Try to read their nature, and that's how the world is understandable. So now, during the 2 hours they talked, that means they have talked for long. She told him, uh, Rhythm, please continue.
she told him she was the merchant's daughter and spoke of life in the village. where each day was like all the others. The shepherd told her of the Andalusian countryside and related the news from the other towns where he had stopped. It was a pleasant change from talking to his sheep.
Yes,
How
so
did
all the
you
time,
learn?
so that shepherd had no other companion than sheep, and most of the times he talked to the sheep only. But this time it was a girl, and he is now sharing something different. So he's trying to compare news from Andalusia and other part of the towns where he had stopped. So now the discussion goes on. Rhythm.
How did you learn to read? The girl asked at one point. Like everybody learns, he said, in school. Well, if you know how to read, why are you just a shepherd? The boy mumbled an answer that allowed him to avoid responding to her question. He was sure the girl would never understand. He went on telling stories about his travels, and her bright Moorish eyes went wide with fear and surprise. As the time passed, the boy found himself wishing that the day would never end, that her father would stay busy and keep him waiting for 3 days. He recognized that he was feeling something he had never experienced before, the desire to live in one place forever with the girl with the rebel hair. His days would never be the same again.
Right. So there is a change in feelings of this boy. He's feeling something towards the girl because he has never seen any, or rather, had talked to a girl before in his life. He only was talking to sheep. So, as he was sharing the stories of his travel with her, he started feeling that now I don't want to travel anymore with my sheep. I just want to settle somewhere and be with this girl. And he is also trying to describe his beauty, that she has a dark black hair, and her eyes, he is describing Moorish eyes, and her bright Moorish eyes. So the girl also asked her why, when did he start learning. He said that as in school. And then again she said that why then you became just a shepherd. So he mumbled something. Mumbled means saying in the slow voice, in a low tone, that is not audible to others. So he mumbled the answer, but he did not feel like sharing this answer with the girl because it could be something embarrassing. Embarrassing as in he might not have money to continue his education further, or he might not have his parents to stood by him to finance his education. Could be many reasons possible that he became a shepherd. Last, Rhythm.
Ma'am, but finally the merchant appeared and asked the boy to shear for sheep. He paid for the wool and asked the shepherd to come back the following year.
Yes. So he paid for the wool and asked the shepherd to come back the next year. Okay, yes. Read further.
And now it was only 4 days before he would be back in the same village. He was exactly excited and at the same time uneasy. Maybe the girl had already forgotten him. Lots of shepherds passed through selling their wolves. It doesn't matter, he said to his sheep. I know other girls in other place.
Now, here is what he is doing, self talking. He has the feeling of liking also for the girl, and he also has a feeling of insecurity that whether the girl will recognize me or not, or if he has found somebody else. Then he just assured that I know other girls also in the town. He was getting uncomfortable also because he was getting only after 4 days of sheep rearing. Continue.
But in his heart, he knew that I didn't matter.
It did matter.
It did matter.
आराम से पढ़ना.
And he knew that shepherd like seamen and like traveling sailmen always found a town where there was some someone who would make them forget the joys of carefree wandering.
So he, although he's getting insecure, although he's getting a bit uneasy, uncomfortable, and he's just, thinking that I might meet other girls also in my life. She's not just the one. But in his heart, knew that she does matter for him. And he just said that, that shepherds who keeps on traveling, they are just like seamen who are also traveling, and traveling salesmen whose job is also traveling. They always found a place where they find some partner that can make them settle, and then can forget them, useless wandering here and there.
The day was
Dawning.
dawning, and the shepherd
Urged.
urged his sheep in the direction of the sun.
Dawning means it's getting morning. Okay, dawn is the morning time. You can also write that the day was dawning, the day was starting, and the shepherd urged. Urged means pushed his sheep in the direction of the sun.
They never had to make any decisions. He thought maybe that's why they always stay close to me.
Right. So it's just master that sheep follow. Wherever the master tell the sheep to move, they are moving, and they never have to make any decision on their own. And that's why the sheep stay close to the shepherd.
The only thing that concerned the sheep were food and water. As long as the boy knew how to find best pastures in
Andalusia.
they would be his friend. Yes, their days were all the same with the seemingly endless hour between sunrise and dusk, and they had never read a book in their young lives and didn't understand when the boy told them about the sights of cities. They were content with just food and water, and in exchange, the they generous generously gave of their full company and once in a while their meat.
So here, the shepherd is trying to explain the difference between a human and an animal. If we talk about a family where there is a mother, father, children, all of them have mind. And if somebody takes a decision, others are also asked, and they all, of course, put their viewpoint forward. And that's why we say that if there are some people at one place, there it's but natural that there will be some fight, or a little bit of tiff will be there between the people. But now, in case of shepherd, he doesn't live with any human. He lives with shepherd. So there is no scope of fighting. That's why the shepherd stays close to the sheep, or sheep stay close to the shepherd. And they are not much concerned about anything, only concerned about two things, that is drinking and eating. These are the two concerns. And as long as shepherd is providing them with good quality of food, pasture here refers to the green grass, the food that they long for, then they, of course, are in good friendly relation. The sheep also wants to stay with the shepherd if the shepherd also offer them good food. So there are days, it is also showing that there is nothing new for animals, on any particular day, like for humans. Animals pass their dawn to dusk time, sunrise to sunset time, just by eating and drinking. They cannot read books, okay, and they do not understand the geography of a place. They just only have to concerned about, or they are only satisfied. Content means satisfied with just food and water. And if you give them food and water, they will give you in huge amount of what? Wool, of course, their company, and once in a while their meat. That means the shepherds who are, roaming with the sheep, they will kill them also. If they need food, they will kill the sheep and they will have the meat also. Sometimes sheep becomes the meat also for them. So in return, animals are giving you too much. However, they still are not enjoying the status like humans do.
If I became the monster and decided to kill them one by one, they would become aware only after most of the flock had been slaughtered through the
Thought the boy.
thought the boy. They trust me and they
Have
they have forgotten
how to rely
how to rely on their own
instincts,
because I lead them to nourishment.
So, what is he saying? That even if I kill them, they would only get the understanding that killing when half of the sheep are gone, then they will realize that something has happened. Okay. And still, the sheep trust them because he offers them pastures, nourishment. And the sheep have forgotten to rely. Rely means depend on their own feelings, on their own instincts, on their own emotions. They are just getting led by the shepherd. Okay. Now, here I want to take good note of the. Yes, beta.
What's the meaning of instincts?
Once your voice is cracking,
Ma'am, I'm not audible. What are you saying?
Vansh is audible.
Ma'am, what are you saying? You are not audible.
Okay, please write these words in your notebooks.
Ma'am, what is the meaning of instincts?
Instincts are the feelings, emotions, which are not taught to you. Okay, instincts are opposite to skills. Skills are taught to you, but instincts are inside you from the very beginning. You get the gut feeling. So these are the emotions inside you for any person or anything. Slaughtered means to kill. Okay, generally we slaughter the animals for their meat. Okay, generously means in a huge quantity. Generous means kind person, but generously means huge quantity of something. Show me meanings. Just wrote the words. What is the use of it if you do not know the meaning? Now you know the meaning. Tell me. Slaughtered.
Slaughtered means like
No, you don't know about it.
any like
No.
Ma'am, can you please repeat the meaning of instinct?
Instincts are the feelings for some person or
Okay, ma'am.
thing which is already there in you since the birth
Ma'am, can you repeat for generously?
in a huge quantity. SVM Dehradun, I hope you also are writing.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
For example, when people
Excuse me.
any kind of holy activity, holy doesn't mean HOLI. Holy is sacred, HOLY. They generously distribute the food to people as a part of donation. So, generously. Slaughtered means to kill an animal with either a knife or any sharp instrument. Who was calling for me?
No, ma'am, I was just asking about the meaning of total.
Okay. Here is also the word urged. When you urge someone, you push someone to do something. Okay. or to create a desire in someone. Urge can also means to create a desire. Ed, urged. URGED means to create a desire in someone. Like, I urge you to study. Okay? To read books.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Ridyanshi.
Ma'am, like the word urged in way.
Done? Everybody?
Yes,
Ridyanshi, I think I couldn't catch what you said because your voice was cracking too much. So, till this part, we have understood about the shepherd, his connection with the animals, specifically the sheep, and then how he is now feeling different with humans and he longs to settle in a place. And then he also describes how, the bonding between sheep and the master is stronger because they don't have to take a decision. Okay. And how the sheep do not have a brain of their own. Yes, Ridyanshi, you can use them in both the ways. So we will do this much today and next tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but in the next class. So what we are left with, yeah, Saturdays are off.
Ma'am, when there were cow.
I planned for Kahoot today only, but I thought that Siddhi and Mishika were missing. So I did not even announce it. So let the, yes, Soumya is also missing. Her half yearlies are going on. So Monday, you will be having a complete test. And not Monday, sorry, Tuesday, you will be having a complete test. And Wednesday will be Kahoot. Monday, there will be no class.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, so I can like, ma'am, on these 2 days, you have you done any vocabulary?
I think so. Ridyanshi, if it is there, please share it in the group, or Rhythm, you can share in the group if we had done any vocabulary.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. So, just to tell you, the next class is going to be on Tuesday. Test in the test, we will include
excuse me, ma'am.
Monday. Yes, I won't be taking class. And
Ma'am, on Saturday will be the class.
no, Saturdays are usually off. So, Saturdays, Sundays are also off. Monday is also an off. I'm traveling, that is why. And so Tuesday is your main test, and Kahoot will be there on Wednesday, right? Very good, Ridyanshi, for securing 79 on 80. Synonym question. That cannot also happen. What, Ridyanshi? What was the mistake?
Ma'am, that in unseen passage, there are write the synonym for this. Write a word which means. So earlier I wrote it correct, then I cut it and wrote the wrong one. So my teacher told that you
Which
could
word
have
are you
done it
talking
80,
about?
but because of this mistake, you.
Which word are you talking
The
about?
word was quill.
QUIL. Double L.
Yes, ma'am.
QUI double L, right?
Ma'am, its
We did
meaning is
this
I think
word.
so feather.
I recently read this word somewhere.
Ma'am, quill I think so means feather, or to like a quilling kit is also there. There are two meanings of quill.
So the quill is different. The kid that you're talking about, the synonym of quill is
Feather.
excited or scared. It's a word I think I read yesterday or day before only.
Ridyanshi, what was the correct answer?
The teacher did not write the correct.
Like you said that you have written you have first written the correct one
I
and
will.
then the wrong.
So
Okay,
I
so
don't remember that answer.
your speech activity had already happened. Kahoot is about to happen on Wednesday. One test will be there, which includes models and prepositions, articles, which we had done so far. Tenses will be a part of it. Yeah, of test. I think we had done reported speech as well or not?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so let's quickly hop on to this. In reported speech, we have different types of sentences. The first category of sentences, assertive sentences. And we have some rules for it. But before we launch into it, let us understand what is a reported speech. So any conversation between two person is said to be called as direct speech. The same conversation when conveyed to some other person as it is, as in the same words, it is said to be called as a reported or indirect speech. So it means that if I and Ridyanshi are talking and Rhythm is uh, telling or sharing this conversation with Mishika, then Rhythm said it in the indirect speech, and Ridyanshi and I will be talking in the direct speech. Okay. Now, rules governing indirect speech. Please look at this one. A sample sentence. Lokesh said, "It is sunny outside." So, Lokesh here is the speaker. Said is the reporting verb. Sunny is, it is sunny outside. This part is the direct speech. Speaker or the subject will remain unchanged. Reporting verb in an assertive sentence changes to said that, told that, or says that. That means if I need to change this part, it will become Lokesh said that. Okay? Lokesh told that or said that. Then what are the changes in the direct speech? V1 changes to V2. Is MR changes to was were. Do does changes to did. Go goes changes to went. Please note down this one, everyone, for the rules governing indirect speech. Write it faster. SVM Dehradun, your video is switched off.
We are opening, ma'am. Wait.
What is the heading? What topic is it? What about this rule? Spelling of speech is incorrect. Look at the spellings here. Done, everyone?
Go, ma'am. Ma'am, please wait.
Right. You can first write the sample sentence also. Done? ROS, SVM.
Ma'am, please wait for a minute.
Okay.
Practice करा दो.
Done?
मैम हो गया.
And when it comes to the rules of direct speech conversion, V1 changes to V2, is MR changes to was were, do does changes to did, and go goes changes to went. This also you have written? SVM, have you written this?
Yes ma'am.
Okay, what about ROS?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Another set of rule. V2 changes to had plus V3 continuing the same.
हाँ जेल करा दे उसको अच्छे से.
I'm done.
Thank you. Next set of rules. Will changes to would. Shall changes to should or would. If shall is treated as a model, it will change to should. But if shall gives you the hint of future, it will change to would. Can changes to could and must changes to had to.
Done.
Done? Another one. 5 minutes. So if we have had plus V3 in the direct speech, there will be no change. The sentence will remain same. If we find a word today, it will change to that day. Tomorrow changes to the next day. Yesterday, the previous day, now to then, and come to go. SVM has done it. I think there is a commotion here. Who is not writing?
Yes.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Ma'am, please wait.
Oh.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Last
Yes,
year.
Bachche.
Mama, I have to go to the dentist, so can I please leave the meeting?
We are just getting over with it.
Okay, ma'am.
Just change this one, okay? Lokesh said, I am a manager. According to the rule, try change it yourself, everyone. In your notebooks, apply the rules and change it into the indirect speech. And quickly write the answers in the chat box. SVM can also write the answer in the chat box.
Please show the previous slide.
This is the previous slide. Waiting for your reply, everyone. What will it change to?
Ma'am,
I have seen two of you replying me already. Is changes to? Is changes to? Then why are you not writing it? This is indirect. This is direct. Changes to. Direct speech changes to indirect speech. Lokesh said that Mishika, it is incorrect. Ridyanshi, it is incorrect.
Then Lokesh said that he was a manager.
Correct. Lokesh said that he was a manager. Why we are changing I to he? Because the speaker is a
Yes,
male.
ma'am.
Okay, so speaker, reporting verb, subject used for the speaker. So if we have the first person in the direct speech, it will change to he, she, or it, or they. So Lokesh said that he was a manager. Now tell about this one. Lokesh said to Ram, I am your new manager. Rhythm bit of mistake. SVM Dehradun, answer for this.
ma'am, am I also correct?
No, no, no. There is a mistake here, Vansh.
Ma'am,
There is
now
a bit of mistake. Ridyanshi has written correct option. Answer. Rhythm has corrected
now
itself. Yes, yes. Now it is fine. SVM Dehradun.
And Lokesh said Ram that he was new. Lokesh told Ram that he was new. Manager.
No, 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 no. The answer is going to be Lokesh told Ram. When there is a second person to whom you are talking to, instead of said that, you will use told that. Look at the told here and that. So Lokesh told Ram that. I changes to he, am changes to was. Your refer to Ram. So his new manager. This is a sample question. Take a screenshot, online students, ROS and SVM. I will be sending this on your group as well. Kindly complete this based on your learnings today.
Ma'am, I have taken nearly.
Yes.
Namaskar, ma'am.
Namaskar, namaskar. I will see you on Tuesday now. Be prepared for the test on Tuesday and followed by a Kahoot on Wednesday. Namaskar.
Namaskar, ma'am.
Namaskar. SVM Dehradun, was that clear?
Please show again, ma'am.
I'll share the screen with you. You can take this in writing also.
2 minutes, ma'am, 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Namaskar, ma'am.
I'm done.
Great. So looking forward for your responses on the group. Please make a PDF and share it on the group. Ask your facilitator to do the same, and I will look at it on Tuesday. We will be having the test. Okay. Right, everybody? Okay. Namaskar.